Hey, I'm back, this time bringing you my Royal Rumble predictions with this special edition of the Wrestle Vlogs. It's just going to be a quick little run through, a little quick and dirty um, run through of the matches and who I think will win the matches. So, starting off on the kickoff show, we'll have Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. Nia Jax has been destroying the women's division on Raw as of late. There's been no competition for her. She's even destroyed her upcoming opponent that she has at Royal Rumble, Sasha Banks. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. I think Nia Jax will just roll through Sasha Banks again, and I believe she'll be victorious at the Royal Rumble. Nia Jax has a lot of upside, and I think her 2017 is looking great. If she can avoid injury and she can stay, dominant, I think she has a huge run ahead of her in 2017. And it all begins at the Royal Rumble. Then you've got another kickoff match. You've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match. That's Cesaro and Sheamus versus Anderson and Gallows, the club. Now, I have no problems with Cesaro and Sheamus. It's been a great tag team to watch. It's been interesting to watch those two work together. It's always interesting when they have the kind of heel face um, dynamic going there inside one tag team. It's kind of funny. It's a little overdone though. I mean, we did it with Miz and Mizdow, but I think it's time for some new blood to hold the title, and I think it'd be great for Gallows and Anderson to finally hold the tag team titles and have a good run with them throughout 2017. So I think Gallows and Anderson win at the Royal Rumble and become tag team champions, leading up to probably, a rematch at the next pay-per-view, probably where the New Day will find a way to win. You know, somehow watch it be another triple threat tag match and the New Day pulls off the win at the next pay-per-view. But at the Royal Rumble, I think Gallows and Anderson will win the tag team championships. And then you have another match, which I don't understand the point of it being on the card. Really doesn't seem to have any story to it that much. It's a six woman tag match with Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, and Naomi versus Bliss, Mickie James, and Natalya. I can't really say Bliss's first name, or my Echo will go off and start trying to order things. But that being said, I believe Bliss, James, and Natalya will end up being victorious in this match, even though I don't think the match has all that much value to it and doesn't really add anything to the pay-per-view. Just really seems to be like a long filler match that probably should have been the dark match or maybe be down on the kickoff show and not the Raw tag team match, which doesn't have any business being on the kickoff show. It's been a big part of the storyline. But you got to have a match for for SmackDown on there, and they're not apparently going to have a women's wrestling match, at the Rumble, which I don't get why they're not doing that. They didn't even, they don't have it listed. You'd figure they would put that in there, with the way things have been going. You figured it would have been a championship match between Becky Lynch and Bliss. But instead, we got this 6-woman tag match, so that's what we get. But it seems to be a waste of time to me if you ask me at all. And moving right along, we've got the Cruiserweight Championship match between Rick Swann and Neville. Neville's been, it's come since his return. He's been very angry and just beating up everybody in his path, especially gunning after Rick Swann and the champion, and among and even T.J. Perkins he's beat up. If you ask me, Neville's just being one big jackass, but at the same time, I think he has what it takes and will become the Cruiserweight Champion at Royal Rumble. After all, he's been on the main roster for a while and hasn't really had a huge push or a huge run, really, with a title of any sorts, really. So I think it's about time for Neville to get his shot and finally get a chance to be the champion of the Cruiserweight division and the king of 205 Live. And after that, we've got the Women's Championship match on Raw. Charlotte Flair versus Bayley. Now, Charlotte's been making fun of the fact that Bayley's a lifetime fan of the business, and that Bayley doesn't have a father that could just call and give her a title shot or just give her a shot on Raw, and that she just thinks she's so much better. But I think Bayley will pull off the win at the Royal Rumble. I know Charlotte's been the princess of pay-per-view or whatever they want to call it, whatever it is she's been billing herself as lately. But I think her run of pay-per-view wins ends at the Royal Rumble. I believe the Hugger Bayley will win the tag title match. I mean, tag title match, the Raw Women's title at Royal Rumble, and I believe she will go on to, probably hold the title into WrestleMania. And I think Charlotte will probably win it back at WrestleMania in a big, probably a big, triple threat or fatal four-way match of some sort at WrestleMania. But I believe Bayley will win at the Royal Rumble. And if so, I wish her well, and I hope she has a great 2017 and enjoys her time as WWE Raw Women's Champion. In the next match, you've got AJ Styles versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. And of course, AJ Styles has had John Cena's number for a good while now. Every time they fight, AJ Styles, either with help from the club or just finds a way to pull it out of his ass, finds a way to beat up John Cena and win the match every time. But I think that ends at the Royal Rumble. I think John Cena will finally get a chance to beat up AJ Styles. Now, we all know AJ Styles, his favorite thing to do is to beat up John Cena, and I think it'll be devastating to AJ Styles for John Cena to beat him at the Royal Rumble and take the title. But I think John Cena gets his 16th title, and I believe he'll go on to WrestleMania and defend his title at WrestleMania before he goes off to make another movie, of course. Now we've got our final championship match, the WWE Universal title, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. And of course, you've got Chris Jericho, who will be suspended above the crowd or the ring in that shark cage. All in all, I think Kevin Owens will still find a way to win, even though I think there'll be some sort of small, one night only kind of Shield reunion to try to help Roman Reigns win. But I think Kevin Owens will end up finding a way to get Chris Jericho out of that cage and down there to help him. And I think Kevin Owens keeps his momentum going and keeps the Raw Universal title. I believe he'll keep that title until Finn Balor returns to beat his ass and take it from him. But until that, I think Kevin Owens will keep his momentum, and I believe Kevin Owens wins the title match at the Royal Rumble on Sunday. Now that brings us to my main prediction. My prediction for the Royal Rumble match itself. Now you've got a lot of people in this Royal Rumble match. You've got Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Goldberg, Undertaker, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler. And as we saw on Raw the other day, you've got Big Cass and a few other people that are going to be in this title match. Or in the Royal Rumble match. Now, I'm not really sure who's going to win, but this is just my prediction. I think at the end of it, I think Braun Strowman will be victorious. I believe he will take the win and go on to WrestleMania and win the WWE Universal title, possibly. Who knows if this will be the case, but I truly believe that Braun Strowman will be the winner, and I believe Braun Strowman will go on to WrestleMania and become the Raw Universal Champion. Or hell, he could transfer over to SmackDown and go for the WWE title. Who knows? But I think if he goes for the Universal title, as he is a Raw talent, I believe he'll beat Kevin Owens or Finn Balor, whoever has it, and become the champion at WrestleMania. Now, these have been my predictions. None of them may be right. They may all be wrong. They may all be garbage. But this is my thought on who I think will win the matches at the Royal Rumble. Please come back every Tuesday and Thursday for more Wrestle Vlogs more top fours and more predictions for future pay-per-views. And have a great day. Bye.